Man, this couch is so uncomfortable.
And I look forward to seeing you in the next one where we're going to get some crazy good lab progress done.
What? The lab? Oh, but that's so much work.
Alrighty peeps, welcome back. Welcome to another lab video. Oh boy. Oh, these things always take a lot of energy. I somehow need to come up with a lab exterior now that's going to look nice. And we're going to spend more time in the exterior. Sorry, we're going to spend more time looking at the exterior than we're going to spend in the interior. So this is a big job. I've spent about 3 weeks trying to come up with ideas. And I got a couple of things in mind. And that's really it. I've got ideas. I don't have a plan. I don't have a final picture. I've got progress. So it's been 3 weeks. Let's see if we can make some progress. Alright, and just like that, we've got a bit of form, a bit of shape coming along here. This bottom half obviously has been turned into a circle, and on the inside we've got a bit of a roof going on. So what the plan is here we are, look, here we are. We've got this big cell under here. Why have we left a skylight here? Well, it lets lots of nice natural light in for the Spinosaurus skeleton, but the plan is I'm going to glass this over, and on the very tippy top of the building I want to have a giant DNA helix structure, a nice big theme park style landmark point. This is the lab where we do science. I think that'll be really nice, but we're not there yet. It's very exciting and I want to get to that, but if we do, we're then going to have everything else go off for our dimensions. We need to build that last, I've learned in my testing. So the external circle. Oh, we don't have a button here. It's okay. We can just install the door backwards. There we are. We've got the circle coming out here, but I don't. It falls into a problem. It looks good now, but I think we run the risk of. We do two things here. We either level this off, build the roof up, and then we have this like angly pointy style roof, but it's going to be off-center because of this extension for the path. Or we embrace the whole thing with more circle up, and we have 2 extensions on outside of the wings. All right, so I'm not sure if the last segment's in, but I've made a decision on the shape of the lab. I'm going to continue these walls up. I'm going to have the rounded roof style, and I'm going to go for something similar-ish to the Jurassic Park Visitor Center. It's a nice bit of pre-established iconography that we can pinch for the park. But I need to fix this round shape we've got. We've got this circle shape that we want to get away from. Because it's fine and fun, but it's boring when you slap a roof on it and it is all just it's just a tube. So let's make it fun. We're going to put a couple of extra wings on the side of this thing. And I'm sort of designing this with you. I've not fully planned this out in the testing world. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add a little bit of shape to it. Makes things a bit nicer. I'll run over and do that on the other side. Well, this is a bit awkward. We've got to chop some trees down now. This little patch here, I don't know what went wrong. Because I've clearly done my maths wrong, either here or in my testing world. But in the other world, this block, this whole circle is out an extra block so that I don't have this fighting problem. But I think I can resolve that. It won't be too much effort. All that lines up with is the back staircase wall. So if that's a different tone, it's fine. We level this guy up. Now, oh, why not? Let's do this as well. I think this is meant to come across. Now, my plan for above this, to set things off with a bit of a two-tone look, a double-dipped nearly, is we're going to have a stone facade in this section that we're walking on here to cover up the different... Oh, bummer. To cover up the different shapes we've got here for the internal lab layout, we're going to hide it in a shell of stone and fossil is the plan. So very much like how in the Jurassic Park movie, you see the visitor center and the restaurant and the lab control room. It's all got fake fossils in the wall, which is a really nice theming touch. And it's something I want to lean back into here. We have the fossil, here they are, actual fossils from Fossils and Archeology, fossil, a gorilla. They're very simple. We may play with the idea of having some custom built things with different stone types. But for now, I'm going to splash some of these in. Ornate. Here it is. No, that's not what I want. Does this affect... Oh, it does. Okay. So the plan I had for this, you're going to like this. This is a very flat... Oh, it's nighttime already? I've got to sleep? Come on. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to basically get some of these and mix in a bit of this bubble look for a bit of texturing because it's very flat otherwise. Oh man, this is so much fun doing it this way. We really don't need to muck around with that at all. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry, don't fret. It's going to have a bit of detailing on it still. It's still going to have some nice detail and splashes in there. But this upper stone section, what we want to do is... I need to saw that with this feature down here. That's how fancy is that? I think it's big tile is what we're looking for. Oh, weathered bricks is quite a pale look, though. Oh, that's interesting. That's intrigued me. Look, for now, I'm going to do big tile. Oh, I've just remembered as well, the internal top floor, I've got plans for that too. We're going to have some conference rooms up there and some staff hangout spaces. We're going to make it nice inside, so we don't have to worry about running out of space. I've got ideas to fix everything. Alright, and so this is a rough look of what we're going to be dealing with for the lab. I've got to do some details. I've got to work out a front still. And I've got to level the sides, do the landscaping to bring it up. Next, we've got the roof. And the roof's going to be a pain. I've got two plans on the roof. One is that I've got these just meeting level and it's a flat top roof. Potentially it has the fins reach all the way up. And then it's got the flat top roof with the Jurassic dial, Jurassic thatched roof. And then the DNA helix in the middle. I'm not sure. I've also potentially got to push this white line so that it's extruded by one block. So that way it's like a bubble wrap. Things to play and toy with. I'll have a fiddle, I'm sure you'll have a look, and we'll come to a conclusion together. Alrighty guys, we've now completed the exterior for the lab. It's taken forever. It's taken so long, but I'm so happy with it. So I figured I'd give you a quick little tour of what we've done. There's a couple of things that probably were glossed over in the animations. First of all, our entrance here. Big fan of this. We've got, I'm actually really happy with this sort of half ring shape we've got here. That was just a complete happy accident. But this first little section is meant to be like a quarantine area where you will probably come in, wash your hands. I'd love to get some sort of like steam puffs, like you know how they like do the sterilization wall, and then you can walk through into the lab. I think it'd be very nice if I could figure out something like that. Let's have a look at these actual wings I've added in. Down here, we've got these new sections. So in here we are. We have got these little observation areas. So the idea I think I've got for this is, I'm not 100% on that, but some of the offspring, some of the dinosaurs could be hatched in these little areas and could be observed and studied indoors before they're released into the outside world, exposed to histamines and pathogens and all sorts of problems the outside has. So there's a couple of little viewing bays that they've got in here, which I think it's a bit of fun to have that sort of stuff in your lab. That's what this chicken pen's meant to be. But we've got that mob glitching problem I've spoken about in a previous episode. The same things on this side here. This is the one that was actually in the animation. The time lapse is what they call that. Here we are. So we've got, some nice little study areas. Maybe down the line we'll put things in here. And then upstairs we've got... This is interior. These aren't even exteriors. Upstairs, here we are. This wasn't in the time lapse. We've made a little reception desk. So upstairs here, we would have somebody stationed here. They've got their sheets of paperwork they're working on. They've got all these books they can refer us to. A little clock on the wall that's about to go nighttime. So we can probably sleep almost soon, in a second. Through here, a little bit of art. We've got this old chicken farm like we did in the previous couple episodes. Spitting out some junk there. A vending machine. I think this is a bit of fun. So you can pick what your item is if you're a little bit hungry or thirsty at work. A vending machine saves you so much at work. Every place of employment should have a vending machine. So we've got one there. This is our little lunch chill out hang space. So we've got basically a spot to have lunch. We can play some board games here and have a bit of a round table meeting if we want. Now lunch. And then down through here, we've got the conference room. So in here is where all the lab guys get together. They have their little meetups. They've got their projector screen here showing what the agenda is. And they've got their little posters and their slides, which are all blank at the moment because there's no meeting in place. But, they could show discoveries they've made or some problems they're needing to solve or even just some graphs. So that's a fun little space there. I think the downlights actually work really well in this space as well. And then back into the outside. Oh, get out of the inventory. To walk through some choices. That vending machine up there, that is not my design. I found that online. It's very easy to find. Just look up Minecraft vending machine and you'll see it. So we've also added in this little sort of stage around the front. So that you can walk around. It almost links up to the back. That's our like little containment spaces in there. It doesn't link through because I just think it kind of ruins the silhouette of the building a bit. And then this back side is supposed to be just a perfect mirror. It is not perfect yet because I need to just add the little bit, the front archway here is missing, but that's fine. Our roof is all filled in, so we've got this vertical disarray from chisel on a spruce plank going all the way up. Let's actually, you know what the easiest thing is? Let's fly up to the castle and let's climb up to the castle and fly our way across with the paraglider. Oh, he's just having a little nap. I was a bit worried this guy escaped for a second there. He's just sleeping. I must say the lab looks really nice from this other side angle. This is what I was hoping for, a nice bit of iconography, and we've got it. We've got something that's ours, and it's fantastic. Oh, don't even want to fly. I want to be able to just appreciate it. The DNA helix is very nice. I'm very proud of that DNA helix. I originally had the idea of having an eggshell that had the, instead of a dinosaur hatching out, the DNA hatching out the top of it. But while it would be doable, I think it just was a little bit too clunky and sort of themed, like theme parky. Because I think the idea of what we're going for this middle section of the park is like over the top cartoony, like mini golf themed stuff. You know, when you go to a putt-putt or a mini golf park and you got like, you know, the big clown head that you shoot the ball through and stuff like that. And the big castle here that we're freezing on. That's the idea of what we're going for. But you can see our roof there is not too bad. Look, it turned out, I think, initially better when it wasn't all the same block type. Maybe I changed that down the line. And I think I probably will add a bit of some different details in there as well. It's a bit plain in a couple of spots. But look, for today, for getting a video out for you guys, I'm pretty happy. Landscaping wise, is it already turning? No? Good. Landscaping wise, we have a few things to do. We need to obviously connect this down to the path and make a nice sort of segue and garden space. Annoyingly, I wish I actually built the whole lab about 8 blocks closer to this footpath. It would have meant that this is probably just about touching the wall, but it would have meant we had a nicer distance here because 8 blocks brings us to about this section here would be where this block here is. But that's okay, and I'm going to have some nice gardens around the edge of this as well to frame it up. Possibly even some trees here. Who knows? Who knows? But, ladies and gentlemen, that's our lab exterior, and I like it. Leave some feedback in the comments below. If you've got any ideas and suggestions, or if you even just like the episode, let me know. I'm sorry it took so long, but big projects like this take a long time, particularly when you don't dedicate your whole life to making YouTube videos. All right, so I will hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.